bring a cooler. So like all those things we need to figure out. This always happens when I'm in a flare. Yeah, well, not so good. What? Hi guys, welcome to another vlog. Today we're going to be doing a weekend in my life type of vlog. I have just come back from Mexico and let me show you what I have been greeted with. Can you see that? I don't know, it's overexposed. I'll show you outside. There is a huge snowstorm. I think we're getting all the snow that we didn't get the whole winter. And I think like my body is in shock. I'm like, oh, I miss the beach so much and the warmth and oh, I wish I was back there. Anyways, but we're here, so I have to make the best of the situation. I came back in a little bit of a flare because of course I overdid it in my travels. There was a lot of like strenuous activities. I went surfing. I was carrying a really big heavy backpack. If you haven't watched that vlog yet, I'll link it up here. And you can see my Mexico vlog. I was so sore, but I do feel that those muscles are getting a little bit stronger. And now that I'm back and this flare is kind of easing off a little bit, I want to continue exercising those muscles because I don't want to be super sore every time I do something like that. So I want to take advantage of that momentum that I got moving and I got exercising. And so I am going to try to do a little bit of treadmill and a little bit of the rowing machine, especially the rowing that gets the shoulders and the back. That's the area that I was most sore because those are the muscles that I use the least. So I'm gonna do a little bit of the rowing machine and see how it goes. Hey baby. What? Oh, aren't you cute? Aren't you just adorable? What do you want? What do you want? You wanna go exercise with me? Huh? Keep me company? I will probably put like a YouTube video on my headphones and sort of distract myself. I find it goes so much quicker and I don't concentrate as much like on the pain and the sort of physical exhaustion that I feel when I exercise. So let's go do that. But first I'm gonna show you the situation outside. What? You wanna go out? Okay, go. Yes, let's go. Are you thinking about going out, Kayla? Are you? What do you think? I think not, huh? The poor dog wants so badly to go outside. Of the rowing machine and I am absolutely starving. I could feel my glucose kind of dropping quickly, which is what happens when I exercise. Having worn the continuous glucose monitor for a couple of weeks was a really great experience in a sense that I could correlate symptoms to food and what I ate or didn't eat. And so now I'm a lot more in tune that when I feel certain symptoms, I know it's because I just need food. So I just stopped. I still plan on doing another 20 minutes of the treadmill, but I'm going to sit down and eat a little bit. I have, if you can see it, a soup without spilling. It is a vegetable soup. It has carrots, cabbage, potatoes, onions, garlic, I don't know, some other stuff as well, and a multi-grain bread. So I'm just gonna have that, wait a few minutes, and then I'm gonna hop back onto the treadmill. So what I'm actually going to do is I'm going to get my backpack, the one that I use traveling, and I'm going to fill with some towels and some weights and strap it onto my back. I'm going to set up a little bit of an incline on the treadmill, and I want to mimic as much as possible what I was doing in Mexico, because I was so sore from carrying that backpack, and I feel that my muscles now have sort of like got used a little bit to carrying that. And if I stop and I don't use those muscles anymore, next time I do it, I'm going to be this sore again. So if I can just sort of build on that momentum and continue with, I'm probably going to do a little bit lighter, maybe half the weight that backpack was, because it was a little bit too much. But eventually I think I can build myself to that. So I'm gonna see how that goes, and hopefully I can get a little bit more fit so that when I do those travels, I am not in so much pain, because I was definitely in excruciating pain. I know when you watch the videos, you can't tell, but that's how it is with the invisible illnesses. A lot of the times we have very debilitating symptoms and we just don't show because we have to push through. Let's see how that goes. That is my plan. I will report to you tomorrow how I feel and see if that plan is working. But for now, I'm just going to have my soup to fill my body a little bit. Oh, there's beans in here too, so that's protein. And get back onto that treadmill. All right, so I got some weight, and it says 10. I don't know if it's 10 pounds or 10 kilos. Let's check it out. It is heavy. I'm gonna weigh myself. All right, and now with the weight. Eight kilos. So my backpack was about 11 kilos. So I think starting with one weight is enough, but I need to keep that in the center of the backpack. So I need to put some pillows around so that this is not rattling as I move around, and it kind of keeps it in the center. So let me grab the backpack. I still have not put away the stuff that I unpacked, of course. And then the weight in the center, and then I need another pillow on top. I'm gonna grab my pillow, see if I can make that work. All right, I have the weight in here. It weighs 8 kilos. It is 3 kilos lighter than what I had, which is good because I can sort of build slower. And I'm gonna start with 10 minutes with a little bit of an incline, because rarely when you're walking out in nature, you're walking flat. So I think giving it a little bit of an incline is gonna make it a little bit more realistic. And I'm gonna try to do that every day. So, woo, that's a big commitment. But of course, as long as I am not dying of a migraine or with a huge flare, as long as I have in me, I will push it and try to get it done every day. So let's do it. You know what? 3 kilos makes a huge difference. I need to find a way to lighten up. I did 10 minutes with 8 kilos, and I'm not gonna lie, was not easy. It is less than what I did on my last day in Mexico when I had to walk back to the bus station and walk at the terminal and line up to get the bus. I think what I did today, 8 kilos only, 10 minutes. And if I keep doing that every day, I will build muscle and I won't be in so much agony next time I want to do a backpacking trip. So that's the plan. All right, I'm gonna go have a shower and figure out dinner and probably go to bed. So I think that's it for today for me. I'll see you guys tomorrow and I'll report how the situation here is tomorrow. Well, guys, it's the next day. It is Saturday today, and remember when I said I would report how I was feeling today? Yeah, well, not so good. I overdid it. It happens. It happens. We're always pushing our boundaries, trying to find that sweet spot, and I overdid it. I am in bed, as you can tell, and look who's keeping me company. Right, Keela? Oh, yeah. Anyways, I am in agony today, to be honest. I'm in so much pain, so much pain. I have not been able to get out of bed, and even to get to the bathroom is quite painful. Anyways, I came back from Mexico, and actually I didn't crash right away. I had a pretty good day the next day. Maybe I was still on an endorphin high, who knows, because I did all my laundry. I unpacked, I didn't put everything away, but I unpacked my bag and cooked dinner, and I was like, wow, this is amazing. Maybe this is just the aftermath of being in the sun and stable weather. But did not last very long. The very next day I crashed, and yeah, for a few days I was in so much pain. And then yesterday I was feeling so much better. I got that burst of energy again, and I'm like, I really want to build on that momentum of keeping my muscles engaged, strong. I don't know. I just didn't want to kind of become sedentary again, and then next time I want to do a trip to kind of go through that pain of moving, those muscles that don't get moved very often again. But yeah, it was a bit too much, and I don't know if it's just a matter of just keep going, take a couple of days break, and then go right back at it, or should I try to do less? I'm just frustrated. Just frustrated. Everything is a mess around me, as it does whenever I'm in a flare. Let me show you. See? Takeout on the floor, my computer, Timbits, because yes, I do crave sugar when I'm in a flare. I think it's just because it activates that part of the brain that makes you feel a little bit better. It's almost like, I don't know, a painkiller. Actually, sugar is considered a painkiller because I know with babies, whenever we do procedures, like painful procedures on newborns that are at the ICU, like the NICU, they give them glucose water because it is considered a painkiller. So there you go. That's my excuse to eat sugar when I'm in a flare. But look at the rest of the room. Big mess there. Big mess there. And that's just my bedroom. That's not even the rest of the house. I have another trip booked. I am going to Brazil in 5 days. So yeah, I need to recover. I need to get this organized, and I need to pack again. And you're probably asking, like, why are you doing this to yourself? Why are you going again if you're not even recovered from your last trip? And that is because this trip was already planned months ago, and I'm not going by myself. I'm going with my kids, and my kids are taking My daughter's taking her boyfriend, my son is taking his girlfriend, and they actually bought paid tickets. They're not flying standby like I do, so they don't have the luxury of just changing their flights last minute as I do. So I just need to figure a way to lay low and be well for when I have to go.
Tá filmando?
I was trying to, but then you turned the vacuum on.
Tu não avisou nada? Tá, deixa eu só passar um vácuo ali, 3 minutos, porque, cara, tá foda ali atrás.
Look who interrupted me.
Me. The maid.
So anyways, I am in that third week of my migraine prevention medication injection, and that's when my migraines start to come back. And the next week is going to be even worse because it's the days kind of, just before I can take my next shot. And that is when I'm flying to Brazil. So I don't know if I'm actually going to be able to, I would have to take the injection with me because I would be due in Brazil. I need to figure this out. See, those are the things that you need to think about when you're traveling and you have chronic illness, is like medications that are going to be dispensed in certain days. And also this medication has to be kept cold. So how am I going to bring this into like a hot country? We have to bring a cooler. So like all those things we need to figure out. So I'm going to call my pharmacy and see if maybe they can dispense it a little bit earlier, and potentially I could take it just before flying to Brazil, because that's usually my best week, is the first week after taking it. So that would be amazing if that would be the case, because otherwise it's going to be the opposite. I'm going to be in my worst week before, when I'm there, before taking the injection again. So anyways, that is life with a chronic illness, but we're gonna figure this out. I think that's gonna be it for today, because I'm really just gonna sit in bed, do some editing, have some food brought to me, because I don't think I'm moving today. It's just one of those days. And see how it goes tomorrow. Hello, look who is back. It is Tuesday already. I have not vlogged since, was it Friday or Saturday? I don't remember. It's been a hot minute. And yes, I have just come back from the dead. I think the last time I filmed was when I was in bed. And yeah, it did not get better. Not at all. Yeah, so it got pretty rough. I was in so much pain. I had like horrible mid-back pain as well, and I thought I was coming down with another infection, but I don't think it was. It was actually my period, which it's not surprising that it triggers a flare. So that sort of explains the joy of hormones. When you have a chronic illness and you have unstable hormones like women do, like the cycle, the ups and the downs, and the lovely estrogen, oh man, does that create havoc on your already very sensitive body? Yeah, it's not good, not good. But yesterday I had my ketamine lidocaine infusion that I've been doing for a while. I do it every couple of months. And that is a treatment for fibromyalgia pain. It's a pain treatment. And by coincidence, I had that appointment already booked. So it came in a perfect timing, because by Sunday, I was literally dying. Like, I was crying from so much pain, to a point where I couldn't even pick up the camera. And you guys know that I usually try to keep this super real, and I always pick up the camera, even when I'm in bed or when I'm super low or really sick or whatever. I try to document at least a little bit, so that you guys don't all think that is all, travels and fun, that, I really do have my struggles too. But it was so bad I couldn't even do that. So here we are. As you can tell, I am feeling a lot better. And I think it is a result of the infusion. So the infusion was yesterday. It went well, and I slept most of the day yesterday because it is almost like you're going under general anesthesia. So you feel really tired after. And so I slept quite a bit. I still woke up with pain, but not as much. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to go back taking the muscle relaxants, because when I was in Mexico, I was taking muscle relaxants every night before going to bed. And it was so much better. It was so much better, even though I was in a lot of pain from the activities I was doing. It was more like just soreness of when you lift weights kind of thing. It wasn't this, I don't know, I can't even explain what this pain is. It's more like the general flu-like pain. I don't know. That's my dog. Hold on. Oh, you're such a pain in the butt. Yes. What was I saying? Muscle relaxants, pain, flu-like symptoms. I don't know. I felt like I was running a fever. I did take a muscle relaxant last night, and I am feeling better. So I don't know. I did read a I didn't read. It was a YouTube video from a doctor. He recommends people with fibromyalgia to be on muscle relaxants continuously as part of a treatment, and in his opinion it works far better than some of the approved fibromyalgia drugs and the antidepressants and all that kind of stuff that people say that have an effect on pain. And yeah, I don't know, I think I might bring this up with my doctor and see if that's something that I should be on at least for a while, or when I feel like I have a flare. But for now, what we need to do, we need to take care of this war zone. Let me show you. This is how bad the situation is. This always happens when I'm in a flare, and it doesn't take very long. Like a 2-3 days that I'm down, this happens. And honestly, I don't know how this happens. Let me show you. This is how bad the situation is. This always happens when I'm in a flare, and it doesn't take very long. Like a 2-3 days that I'm down, this happens. And honestly, I don't know how this happens. Let me show you. This is how bad the situation is. This always happens when I'm in a flare, and it doesn't take very long. Like a 2-3 days that I'm down, this happens. And honestly, I don't know how this happens. But I am leaving for Brazil in 2 days. Like 2 freaking days. And I can't leave with this disaster. So we're gonna tackle this. Well, guys, it is done. At least my bedroom. I am so out of breath. I need to sit down for a sec so I can talk to you. Whew. Let's see where my heart rate is at. That will be fun. All right. Can you see it? 130, is it 130, 129, 145. All right, 147, 148. Okay, I hear you. Ooh, I feel so dizzy and so out of breath. And the thing is, you actually get chest pains. Yeah, I have a bit of chest pain right now, but that's because I didn't take a break. I kind of like gunned for it and just decided I am getting this thing done, because it's bad enough when you're going through a flare, but when you see the result of it, like the chaos around you, it's even worse. So I feel like I have to kind of like reset my space so that my mental space is calm. So that's what I did. This thing over here is a inflatable air mattress, one of those that have a built-in pump. And the reason I have that here, I just bought it, just arrived on Amazon, is because we are going to Brazil with quite a large group. It is going to be, how many of us are going to be traveling? Seven people. We're going to be staying at my dad's in a place called Florianópolis, which is in the south of Brazil on the coast. It's a little inlet, is that what it's called? Like a little island connected by a bridge just off the coast of Santa Catarina state in Brazil. And he has room to accommodate 5 people in his house. And we are crashing his pad. So we're going to be bringing an inflatable air mattress and we're going to be sitting that on a little living room. I want to learn how to use this, make sure that it's not defective. So let's test this out, see how it works. It weighs a ton. I think it will fit in half of one of the carry-ons. And they usually, like when you fly standby, they usually don't really weigh your luggage. So I'm banking on that. And my son doesn't usually bring a ton of clothes, so I think he can get away with just half a suitcase, so we can put the mattress on the other half of his suitcase. So let's check out this air mattress and see if it works and if it's comfortable, because you know, I need to be somewhat comfortable, even though I've been pretty okay with sleeping like in tents when I'm camping and in hostel beds and everything. It has a certain limit of comfort that I need. So let's check this out. Open the power cord compartment and connect the power cord to an electrical outlet. Shit! It is 220 there. I thought this was battery operated. Not like, I don't think I'm even gonna bother. I'm gonna have to return it. And I only have 2 days to order another one and get it. Oh, hold on. No batteries. See guys, this is why you have to test everything before you bring it on a trip. Why didn't I look into this? Oh, so annoyed. Okay, back to Amazon. Let's find another one, and one that is battery operated. After spending what seems like an eternity on the computer trying to look for a solution, I thought maybe I could buy one of these over there and have it delivered to my dad's house, but they don't really have Prime there and we couldn't get anything delivered before the 23rd. We're getting there on the 17th. So that was not an option. Also, it seems to be more expensive there than it is here, so there's that as well. So the second option is to buy a pump, because there is an option to inflate manually. So we could get like a foot pump, a manual pump, or even an electric pump. So what we decided to do is actually buy the electric pump there. We're actually gonna see if it can be delivered before we get there. If not, then I think there are pumps that I can buy here that are dual voltage. And then if that's the case, I'll buy it here because I have Prime and I can get it delivered the next day. So we're trying to sort this out. So it looks like I am bringing this one here. I'm not returning, but I will test it out to make sure that there's no leaks. So let's do that. This is actually pretty good. I'm surprised. I'm pretty happy with that. So I think that's what we're doing. We're taking this one and we're gonna bring a pump that is either dual voltage or have it, my dad by there. So that is the plan. All right, guys, let me show you something that is happening today. Hold on. Let me refresh. Can you see that? 999 subscribers. I cannot wait to hit that 1,000 subscribers. So guess what we're gonna do? There is one person in this room who is not subscribed to my channel. Do it! Hold on. Let's see. I have to refresh here. Nothing like a little help.
The system crashes.
Yeah.
Wasn't meant to be.
What? Hey! Look at that. You did this.
Wait, I have to unsubscribe.
Woo! Yes, nobody dare to unsubscribe. Good morning, guys. It is Wednesday already, the day before I leave for Brazil. I am packing. I still need to do some laundry. It is Thursday and it's day to fly. We're leaving in a few hours and it's time. I'm gonna take it a few days earlier because I don't want to take this on the plane. It has to be refrigerated. It's just, yeah, I'm going into a hot country. So don't want to have to deal with that. And I'm also dying of a migraine those last few days. It's the last week before I'm due the next dose, and it's always pretty bad. So we're gonna do this and yeah, just wait for time to go to the airport. I'm excited to be going, but I am not excited about the trip because I'm not feeling good at all. I'm being in a pretty bad flare since I got back from Mexico. So just checking the expiry date. And what's the expiry date? I can see it.
They gave it to you today.
No, but it could be expired.
I don't think so.
Okay, I'm a healthcare provider. You never ever give a medication without checking the expiry date.
Did you find it?
No.
Yeah, June 24. Let's go.
Yes. Oh, alcohol.
If it was me, you think I would bother with an alcohol swab? Just do it.
I know you wouldn't.
Twist that.
Yeah. Why is this so bad every time? Like, this is the freaking fourth time.
Ready?
No, I'm not ready.
Yeah.
Why am I such a baby? Okay. Oh no, hold on.
Here? Done.
Every time it hurts more. I think the first time I was so terrified, I thought I was gonna die, and then I didn't, and then I'm like, oh, it's not so bad. But then now every time it's like...
And you know why it hurts? Because of the alcohol.
No, it's not.
Then when it punctures the skin, the alcohol makes it
it's not
burn.
the needle that hurts. It's the liquid going in.
Oh, okay.
Like when it first goes in, it's like fine, and then you go like,
Done.